Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So,
takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho goes short. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Caceres receives it in a wide position. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Threads one in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Nedved just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Still goalless. Eder Militao. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Lampard. And this is Bebeto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Caceres knocks it, goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Eto'o deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Eto'o. Caceres. And here's Nedved. It's Eto'o! Well, there's the clearance. In by Conte. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Sergi. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bebeto. Kante defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Nedved. Can he get it through? Caceres gets into a good position. Tries to play it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
2 added minutes has
That
been
is
indicated.
ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! And that was probably asking just too much. Shot could be on, and this is Nedved! And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0. It's Ibrahimovic! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nedved. And it's Conte. Crosses it in. He's got tall. Oh, it's fallen loose again. There it is.
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Fires it in low. Eto! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Bebeto, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caceres, Nedved going about things with real menace. And it's Scholes. 75 minutes played. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's Bebeto. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Clipped into space. Takes a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now that looks a decent ball. And Puskás! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become...
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And they are right back within touch. Oh, the deftness of touch. And that will be the final act. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply, they were beaten. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Opts for safety. Tchouaméni. Olise. Lampard. And it's Scholes. Lampard. It's Lampard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Scholes goes short. And this is Lampard. Big chance! It's there! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Has a look and plays it forward. Drogba takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise. Sergi is looking to influence the game from out wide. Turns back here, probably the best option. No outsmarting him this time. 30 minutes gone. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Olise. Vitinha gets a good foot in there. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He is through here. Tries to cross. That is a brilliant interception. Mbappe. Now it's Figo. Olise. And it's Timber. Figo. Vitinha. Now Timber.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lampard. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! He's got himself an absolute peach. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Lille are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Cafu. And here's Figo. Now it's Mbappe. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Scholes. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a shade optimistic. Timber. Mbappe. He's found a way past. For Olise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Olise. And it's Figo. Threads one in. Played out towards the right wing. Crossed into the box. That's a decent clearance. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Lille. Number 14, Olise. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Thomas Rashitsky.
Figo. Ambitious ball here. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Brzezinski. Figo. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Played out wide. Now that looks a decent ball.
Substitution for Lille. Number 12, Turnberg. Number 22, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 3, Vardio. Number 4, Hadrian. Substitution in progress. Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Well, there's the clearance. Now he's off and running. That's been cut out, well played. Chouameni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. Oh, shooting chance! And that is the last effort of the game. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... He's had a shot! It's a loose ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Curta. Olise. Sergi does really well to win the ball there. Spread it left. Nicely worked. And the shot, and the finish! Kimmich has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries a shot! That's really well cleared. So it is still 0-0. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. Burak Yilmaz! They want to be quick to recover this. Drogba. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. Lampard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tries to play it through. Bernardo Silva. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mohamed Salah is herring after that one. Scholes. And he cuts out the supply. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Back to the keeper it goes. Adams. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Lampard. And it's Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lampard. And he was alert to it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick announcement.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
On sale in the stadium hall.
And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Passing nice and neat. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And we have our very first corner. Scholes goes short. Lampard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckenbauer. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Scholes. That is a brilliant interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Lampard. Scholes! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Shoots! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end.
And it's been given away.
Substitution.
Corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 17. Frank Lampard.
De Bruyne!
Number 24. Pedri.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Drogba. Pedri. Rijkaard goes for the shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Quite a game. And one Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to use his physical attributes to make life difficult for attackers. He's also got a very good eye for a killer long ball, so don't be surprised if you see him launch a few counter-attacks for his team today.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Played out wide. Ribéry, and Ribéry! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Barella. And it's Hullet. Great vision. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Inter! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
And Ribéry! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. De Bruyne plays it short. Back when it goes. Chance for a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Pull it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van Basten! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And he's heaved it away. Oh, it's a decent chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
This is their second corner of the game. And he's there to belt it away. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's really well cleared. Forwards and with intent. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barella. And it's Çalhanoğlu. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's on it, can he get away? Goes looking wide. Serginho's cross. Barella. Rafael left. Shot, surely!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Another save. And this could be the final action of the first half. try. The outcome could so easily have been different. He's having a go! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Barella did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. It's a loose ball. Pull it. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly.
He's tried one! He's missed, but not by that far.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Serginho. Here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, what has happened here? And he shoots! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front.
Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. De Bruyne goes short. And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. So their fourth corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And he's picked it up out wide. Defending was strong and firm. Barella. Pull it. Costa Curta. Costa Curta running with the ball. And it's Barella. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Calhanoglu. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Calhanoglu having a look. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
De Bruyne. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Pullet. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten driving forwards. Barella with the terrific header. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Hullet clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Serginho proves too strong. And that's gone loose. Might be... And Ribéry! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now it's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. Çalhanoğlu. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.